Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, a good morning to you. We are live. We are again here, starting a wonderful session on YouLead Unplugged check-in and Africa Youth Plus Pulse check-in. I have my colleagues here with me, Emulot, Alan, David, and the entire team. We are going to just find out how you're doing. So we welcome you. We welcome you to share with us how your weekend was, by the way, how the morning has started off this Monday for you. I'm also somewhere holed up, not in my usual place, because I'm trying to keep safe. And yeah, so let's hear from you, Africa. Good morning. My name is Franklin Mireri, your host, and Sebastian Ivan Segawa will be with me in a few moments. But on the chat, just drop your name and where you're tuning in from. This week is dedicated to a very special session. We want to share more about YouLead Africa's Premier Summit coming in November, from November 8th to the 12th, 2021. But before that, drop on the chat your name and where you're tuning in from this morning. So let's go. Your name, and I'll be reading the comments live. So wherever you are tuning in from, just your name and the country or the city that you are tuning in from. Okay, let me check my feed to see who is already there. I can see team members are already coming in. So, I see Ntambi, David. Welcome to the program. How are you, Ntambi? Michael Blair. It's been a while. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm very fine, brother. How are you doing? Are you healthy and amazing?
Yeah, you've come in right on time. I hear the Jaja, grandfather of Uganda, had your cries and you're now free.
Hey,
share with us, how is Uganda this morning?
Uganda is very happy as of this morning. We are glad now to step out and spread our wings high.
Hey, after a lockdown like no other.
Yeah, it looked like it wasn't going to be ending, but we're quite happy that finally now we can move across the districts. We can meet the long lost loved ones.
Hey, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure that.
So there's going to be quite a celebrant mood this entire week, since we're now new to this.
People have had to postpone weddings or engagements. People have had, I can imagine. And meanwhile, in other countries, Elias, I see the East African Community Youth Ambassador from Kenya, Elias, also trying to join in. Let me give him some time for the network to stabilize. But on the chat, we also see Rebecca Kemunto from Nairobi and Muyonza Bob Fred from Kampala. They're also joining in this morning. Tambi, Michael Blair, before you disappear, my brother, we want to hear how also was the weekend. How was your weekend? How was your weekend?
What? It was a long one. Let me remember. What did I do? You know, as a country, the last week was a lot into drawing us into our biggest abilities in the Olympics. So
yes.
Emulot, you're cheering,
after grabbing a couple of medals, well, we did expect gold, and we lost it in a blink of about 2 seconds. But nevertheless, we made our mark in Tokyo, and as a country, there's been a lot of conversation around our mark in the Olympics. Now we're looking at the 800-meter race. And that also coupled with the fact that now people can move, people can now celebrate everything with their loved ones, and a number of musicians are also releasing a number of good songs, So there's one called Twende to Party. I think it's a Kiswahili word you could well embrace with a phrase. And now it's becoming like it was the theme of a weekend, Twende to Party.
Twende to Party.
Yes. So after opening up,
but honestly, Ntambie Michael, you are celebrating Uganda's victories, but rumor has it that those are Kenyans who have just changed passports.
Happy.
Those are Kenyans who have just changed passports.
those conversations might never end.
Kamala, tell us, you are Tanzanian, but surely you can see even the names. Those are Kenyans who have just crossed the border and won the Olympics.
What's for a fact is that the curve, when you look at the older map, the curve towards eastern Uganda was a little bit drawn in further with a white man. But initially, we were spreading as far as Turkana. So it looks like even the littlest of the talent that could be in Western Kenya belongs to us. But we have left that conversation for another time.
Okay, I get your logic. That's actually why we say Africa, we are one big continent, yes, diverse, but united in so many ways in the continent. Yeah, we see Ningayo Donang from Chad saying hello, and also Senior Sa Kinywa from Nairobi, Kenya, who is a voluntary action leader. He's happy to engage with us. Great, thank you. So just drop on the chat what you're doing over the weekend. Kamala, tell us how you're doing. We can see the little bit of a challenge with your video feed, but as we wait on that, Emulot, contribute to this discussion. I heard you cheering loudly. You're talking about the Ugandan Olympics, but let me give you credit where it's due. Kenyans were still waiting for our medals, but Uganda started off the blocks really well.
Yes, true. As my brother said, first of all, good morning, Africa. We're really excited to be here. I'm called Emulot Alan David, the African Youth Charter National Coordinator in Uganda. Charter Hustlers. So we are the hustlers. So yes, my brother is actually right. We are a bit disappointed. The quality of Ugandan athletes. We are worth the golden medals, but as a country, we're a bit disappointed. But nonetheless, we got the silver and the bronze, and we're excited that Kiplimo, the young man, our magic bullet, also was managed
Listen to those names.
Kiplimo
is a Kenyan name. Now it's Uganda.
No. My brothers will explain to you.
Sure.
These boundaries lead us in justice. These guys are all our brothers here from where? This our country here in Elgon, our district here in Elgon. Yes, these are our brothers here, but the white man decided that these are Kenyans. But nonetheless, we are still performing. We are still performing, and we are excited. I was also pretty excited yesterday. There are 100 meters. Finally, it's not Jamaica, it's not USA, it's not UK. We now have an Italian in the 100 meters. So the Olympics is really keeping us busy, and they are really excited. So coming back to the country, we're excited. The lockdown is now up. We are okay. Partially still locked. The schools are not on yet, but we hope the government will organize and have the schools join in very soon, because our children are struggling, our brothers and sisters, even the English, the little English is disappearing. But yes, that's what is happening, and we are keeping positive, waiting for the vaccines to come through, and then maybe we can have a full opening of the country.
Can you hear me, Tim? I'm sorry, my connection dropped. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can get.
Oh, sorry, I'm back. So I may have missed the last bit of your statement, Emulot, but I'm glad that the lockdown has eased in Uganda. Kamala, tell us, how is Tanzania? How is Dar es Salaam? And I'm not sure you're in Dar es Salaam. You might be anywhere. You travel a lot, my brother. Where are you?
No, we Dar es Salaam. Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Are there any medal hopes from Tanzania in the Olympics?
Muri bulungi mujewale. Mwaramutse my people in Burundi, mukomere. So Dar es Salaam is fine, yeah. Dar es Salaam is fine, tunashukuru, hali ya hewa ni nzuri sana na tunaendelea na mapambano. Sasa ni machache tu kwamba rais wetu atakuwa na she's going to visit Rwanda for 2 days. She will be in Rwanda for diplomatic mission. So we hope we are keeping, we in Rwanda, we are in a very strong time. And we hope we'll get more economic benefits and everything as we push for EAC and people, goods and movement of people across the borders. I think that's the best issue that we're looking upon it. And Tanzania, I think Tanzania will be on the, I don't know, is this year or next year we'll be signing the AfCFTA. So it's better to prepare the environment, because when you want to join to do a business with strong nations that have technology, they have invested, they have skills, they have everything, you need to prepare yourself. Like you can't imagine it. Some parts of our country are still facing with power blackouts, but also the internet is not stable, so you can't trade with other countries or do business with other countries or compete with other countries if you are not stable. You invest enough with you have,
thank you.
Yeah, so
thank you for.
We are on the process. Yeah. But that's
also wanted to know. Yeah, Kamal, we also wanted to know your opinion. Do you have any medal hopes for Tanzania in the Olympics? Let's hear.
For us to join our brothers from Uganda and Kenya. And now we have no any medal. But
it will come. It will come.
Yeah, but it needs preparation. It needs preparation.
Allow me to read some comments on the chat. Thomas Tambabundo is asking about the link. I think we have just shared that the link to the application or to the YouLead Summit will be live on youleadsummit.org. So it will be at least towards the end of this month, August. The link will be there. Rumona is saying that Ugandans stole Kiplimo from us, and she's following from Nairobi. Hey, this debate will continue for a while. You can be sure about that. Then Thomas is saying, Thomas Tambabundo, YouthLead, USAID ambassador to Liberia, and he's also following from Gardensville Township, Montserrado County, Liberia. But these names in Liberia sound like they're not in Africa. Okay, some serious names there. Then we have Sergeant Kinyua, who is joining as a corporate volunteer, and of course, Honorable Ambassador Emmanuel Talay is saying when is the application link expected to be available then, and as you have shared the link, it will be available at youleadsummit.org. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we try to wind up in the next 5 minutes or so, we'd like to ask you who is online and even the ones following on our social media pages about YouLead Summit, whether you've been there before, just your experience in Tambie, Michael Blair. Some of you may have already been there. Elias, Kamala. Elias, can you hear us? We want to also check in how Kenya is moving on this morning, and then you could share with us your YouLead Summit experience. Elias, if you can hear us. Yes, there you are.
Thank you, Frank. Good
Why
morning,
did you
everyone.
connect it horizontally?
There he is now.
Kamala Mambo Bado. Gold is coming in Kenya. Tulizeni ball. We are waiting for many goals. Mambo Bado.
Okay.
So, Frank, Kenya is okay. It's a bit cold in Nairobi, and there's a lot involving youth regarding the mental health awareness. Remember, there was a recent report that we were leading. We were number 4 actually in the world of one of the countries with mental health problem. So there's a need to, you say even the First Lady came out, guns blazing, holding a press statement with specific focus on issue of mental health awareness, how we can educate our youth not to die of depression or not to have so much anxiety and hopes in life, which mostly are not always expected or meant resulting to depression. So there's a lot of conversation to that end, and like I started on Olympics, Mambo Bado. Mambo Bado. Yeah.
Oh yeah, comrade, we are there. Elias Odhiambo is the ES Youth Ambassador to Kenya. Give us an idea of the lockdown. We heard rumors that the country has racketed up the COVID prevention measures. What's happening in Kenya in terms of COVID-19 protocols?
Well, every time the government increases the lockdown period, we are always experiencing a wave, first wave, second wave, third wave. So every time after there's increase of the lockdown period, when they come for a press statement to either advise on whether to continue or not, there are always statistics to the effect that Kenyans have there's laxity in adherence to the COVID measures put in place. So being a health issue and only health experts can advise, we still are advised to adhere to COVID measures put in place, having lockdown. But Kenya being Kenya, we still have clubs which people go until late hours. But there are measures put in place to ensure that there's at least protectionist restrictions prohibiting those clubs from operating beyond the required time. And I missed out another issue on my expectations on or how YouLead Summit has always been. To summarize, YouLead Summit is always such an event any youth would want to attend. It brings together youth leaders from entrepreneurship, activists, human rights activists. It brings together youth from leadership organizations. So it's such a platform that every young leader would want to at least attend, not only for networking, but also learn experiences from different regions. I dare say that if given a chance to even bring on board any other person, I'll take those chances so that they can just experience what YouLead Summit always offer. Yeah.
Great, thank you for that. Just reading the chat quickly, Kevin Camus Nyonkuru from Burundi, this is one of the YouLead ambassadors in Rwanda, is saying, the country coordinator for YouLead, saying, I have planned to share all YouLead Africa posts on its social media pages so that other people can know about this amazing youth flagship. Thank you so much, Kevin from Burundi. And then Emmanuel Tailey, again from Liberia, is saying, you cannot discuss Africa without Liberia. And then he says, just kidding. Anyway, YouLead Summit, I haven't attended YouLead Africa Summit yet, and I'm not sure whether a Liberian has ever attended before, but I'm of the strongest conviction of raising half flag at this year's edition. That is Honorable Emmanuel Taile. He's looking forward to the summit this year, and Emmanuel will definitely work out modalities for that to happen. So as we look up to wrap up, this month we will be sharing more about the summit, sharing experiences about the summit past, and looking into the 2021 summit too, and sharing information about how you can be a part of this amazing convening of policymakers, development partners, youth organizations, young people, private sector. So it's an array of people coming together to find practical solutions to the regions and the continent's pressing needs. As we wrap up, Kamala, give us a word. How I see you're in a t-shirt. Is that the Tanzania national team or something?
Yeah, it's national team. You know, we won the Sekafa under 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
as we wind up.
To me, a few things from the YouLead Summit. The last summit was the best one because we had our patron, and the fireside chat was the best one because we get the experience, the leadership experience from the president who was sitting on the leading the nation. So he could tell us how things go, the history, where he came from, where he is, and how things do happen in the government. You feel like you are seeing or you are looking at leadership as an components that they depend to each other in the system. So I think more young people who were there, they enjoyed the session because he was responding to their questions. And sometimes we do treat or look at the president like someone who's made by machine. But for him, he even told us that he has someone who is looking at as an inspiration. So I felt that if a president has someone who is inspiring him, why not me? Who is always looking at people what they are doing, and I feel like, these young people are doing a marvelous job and doing great things outside. So that session was the best one for me, and it's changed my mind and the way I look at things.
Thank you. Ntambie David, Ntambie Michael Blair, as we wind up, have you ever attended the YouLead Summit, and what was your experience? And then we will wrap it up for today. Ntambie Michael. Yes, Michael.
Frank, I personally not attended a YouLead Summit, but surprisingly, I have followed them all up. So I have had my closest friends attending, virtual kind of kept abreast with what is happening at all the summits. So it looks like I've actually been there in spirit.
Yeah.
This year's summit is going to be quite special because when more is a big discussion, and I'm excited to know that we want to discuss how to do business, trade across borders, to engage in each other person's business with the existence of a pandemic being here. So I'm looking forward to this year's special edition. Hopefully I'll get the chance to participate. That is if the good Lord grants me life. But really look forward to seeing as many young people participating this year so that the discussion can be very wealthy.
Great.
And what I've always done is to make sure that at least I share every point with the summit on my social media. At least I get to retweet everything that is on the YouLead Twitter, be it Facebook, or even the East African Community Youth Ambassadors platform, because they usually equally share there. in the spirit of delivering as one. If everyone could do the same thing and we promote the summit wide enough, I believe we could have something exceptional this year, and we would live to tell the story.
Great. Thank you so much, Ntambi Michael Player, for that. As you've mentioned, delivering as one, that's the spirit of the East African Community Youth Ambassadors Platform and YouLead Africa, working together with all the youth organizations on the continent. As Emmanuel Tailei from Liberia has mentioned, we will definitely find a way of having YouLead Africa Summit, the summit this year, really reach as many people as possible through your help. Emolot David, I can see your bandwidth is getting a little shaky, but if you can say a word of bye for today, we'll really appreciate it, and then we sign off for the day. Emolot Alan David, if you can hear us.
Yes, I can hear you clearly. And yes, we also, as youth hustlers, we also really excited about this year's summit, and we can't wait. We really can't wait. We personally haven't yet attended, but some of my colleagues have attended, and we're excited and we're looking forward to the summit. And I don't know, there's a lot that has been spoken, the amazing fire chat discussions, the amazing discussants and speakers. So, that's something that has kept us hyped up, and we just can't wait to be part of the big summit come this year. So from my side, thank you so much for today. And yes, we're looking forward for more discussions and hope and for tomorrow's check-in. Yes, thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Emolot. Alan, let me hand it over to Segawa Ivan Sebastian. I was just the standing host for today. Ivan Sebastian, to wrap it up for us. Over to you if you can hear us.
It looks like I've come when the party is ending.
There was a furious debate here.
I was delayed in a meeting, but I was playing Duality now, following on Facebook, and today's debates were hot. Kiplimo is Uganda's. I just needed to come and say that.
Okay. For now,
I know I found the conversation ending. Thank you so much, Franklin, for hosting us today. Thank you, Blair, and our colleagues, the hustlers, for being part of this. And I saw today that also Liberia was suggesting that the conversations cannot happen around the continent without a mention of the great country. I can't agree more. I can't agree more, but looks like we shall have Ambassador Emmanuel on the show one of these days, and he throws more light on this very huge allegation. Otherwise, as always, we are grateful for everyone who tunes in. We are grateful for the hustlers, for the ESC Youth Ambassadors platform, and for the YouLead program. And Franklin, in conclusion, I know you have already set the battle close. I just want to say that I am very excited about the summit. I am torn between applying to be part of it physically or applying to be part of it virtually. But as things unfold, I think I'll make that decision. Otherwise, from me, I'm in Kampala, and I'm saying thank you for having me today, Franklin, and cheers to everyone watching.
Cheers. Wonderful day to everyone. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Till tomorrow. Yep.